Today we have menu in Microsoft Word, that is layout. Layout menu is all about the page setting and paragraph setting. Let's see some commands in layout menu today. First of all, we have margins command. Margin command is used to set the page margins. Like you can see that I have page setting. Top of my page has a leftover spaces on for my top is 1 inch. For my left is 1 inch, for my right is 1 inch, and similarly if you go to bottom of my page, I don't have text on the bottom, so I will type some text over here. We can see that there is a space. Okay, now this space is set by margin command. Usually, let's see the margins. We have predefined margins in Microsoft Word, like normal margin. It is 1 inch from the top, 1 inch from the bottom, 1 inch from the left, and 1 inch from the right. We have narrow margin. Narrow margin is 0.5 inches. You can see that I have changed the margin from top, left, right, and from bottom. All the margins are at 0.5 inches, half inch. We normally use narrow margin for official documents, for official letters, for bills, for memos, but we use the normal margins for books, notes, assignments. Similarly, we have got moderate margin. Moderate means it is different from all sides. Like from top and bottom, it is 1 inches, and from left and right, it is 0.75 inches. That is a modern margin. Let's move on to next, wide margin. From top and bottom, it is 1 inches, and from left and right, it is 2 inches. You can see that here on the top there is a space of 1 inch. On left and right, there is a space of 2 inches. This is done for poetry type of data, not for the normal data. And we have another choice also, custom margin. Custom margins mean to set up margins by our own choice. In most of the cases, we use custom margins. Let's see how. For example, these are my notes, and I need only half inch space on the top where I could write my name and page number. That's half inch is enough for that. So I'll make top margin 0.5. Now for the bottom, I don't need anything on the bottom of my page. So I'll leave the space 0.3, less than half inches. Moving on to the left of the page. On the left, we use binding, gutter. So I will leave the space of 0.5 inches for left of the page, left margin of the page, and 0.5 inches for the gutter. It means that I will leave the space of 1 inch on the left of page. On the right, we don't need much space, so I will make it 0.5, and for the gutter, I will type the position margin of 0.5. It says where should we place the gutter, on the top, on the left. We'll use left position. Gutter is for binding. You can see the preview here also. It shows that it will leave the space of 0.5 inches. Okay. Now how your page will be oriented, portrait or landscape, you can also choose it from here and go to click OK. Never click set as default. Okay. Set as default will set these margin for all coming documents in Microsoft Word, all future documents in Microsoft Word. So I will click OK to apply it to this document only. Okay. You can apply it to any portion of the document also. For example, whole document means on all pages. This point forward means from this page to onward pages. Okay. Now I'll apply it for whole document and click OK. So my given margins are applied to my page. You can see that these are zero point 0.5 from the top, zero point 0.5 from the left, and 0.5 from the bottom, but it is 1 inch from the right, where I can place the gutter or binding. Now let's move on to the orientation of our pages. Orientation means how I will print my pages. I will print my pages from top to bottom or from left to right. If I want to print it from top to bottom, I will choose the orientation portrait. Now you can see my pages are portrait. If I want to print it from left to right approach, I will choose landscape. You can see that my pages are now shown from the left to right approach. We'll normally use portrait for the notes and documents. We use a landscape for cards and for certificates, diplomas, this type of documents. Okay. Now the size of the page. Size of the page depends upon your printer. What size of page you are using in your printer. We have normally two sizes available. That is letter and legal. Letter page is 8.5 by 11 inches and legal page is 8.5 by 14 inches. We also call A4 and A5. A4 is for letter and A5 is for legal. How to choose that given size? Let's go to the size. Here we have got letter and here we have got legal. If you have got legal pages on your printer, choose the size legal. Your pages will be larger in size. These are 14 inches in length and 8.5 inches in width. But if you have got normal page, you will choose letter. Or instead of these, you can choose A4 and A5 also. A4 means also letter page and A5 means legal page. Okay. But we normally use letter and legal. Moving on to the next command. What is that command? That is the column setting. Columns. How can we make columns of our text? Just select the given text. Go to the columns command. Choose type of columns. 2 column, 3 column, left column, right column. You can give any type of column style. I want to apply 3 column style. You can see that now it is in 3 column. I don't need columns. We'll go to the same button and click 1 column. Okay. Next to that, if I want to place the columns according to my own definition or my own type, I will go to the same column command and click more columns button. In this command, I have choice of 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, left column, right column, and I can do it by myself also. I can make the 4 columns also. Okay, but I'm going to choose the 3 columns like a newspaper. Okay. Now, what will be the space between the columns? I want this space to be 0.7, more than a half inch. Okay. I want to place a line between each column also. So now I will click OK. I can apply it to the whole document, selected section or selected text. Now I have selected text behind. So I will choose option selected text. Now I'll click OK. When I click OK, you can see that I have got 3 columns. There is a line between any 2 consecutive columns also, and my columns have a space of 0.7 inches between them. Now these columns are not properly aligned. I want to align them properly. What should I do? I'll press Ctrl J from my keyboard. Ctrl J means justify, to make my columns properly aligned. Okay. Here we have got another command relevant to column, that is the column break. To apply the column break, we'll go to the break command and choose column. It will wrap up my text to the next column. If I want to bring it back, I will just press Ctrl Z from my keyboard and it will bring it back. Now, like a newspaper, if you want to place a line number, With each line of your column, just go to line number and choose continuous. You can see that you have a number style applied on each line of your column, just like a newspaper. If you don't need the numbers, just go to the command, same command, and click none. It will be removed. Next option is hyphenation. What is that hyphenation? Hyphenation means to add full stop, to add comma, to add question mark, to add brackets, to add underscore, or any type of hyphen in your document. Most often when we type the text, we forget these things. So this hyphenation command is given for that purpose, that if we forget to place these hyphens, Microsoft Word will automatically place hyphens for us. How? We'll just go to the hyphenation command and click automatic. Here you have got none. None means that you will place the hyphens by your choice. Okay? Automatic means Microsoft Word will add hyphens by itself. Let's see. Now, here in this section, Microsoft Word has placed a hyphen. Document. Half word is written on the above line and other half is written in the below line. And between them, Microsoft Word has placed a hyphen of minus. That shows that it is continuous. At the end of document, Microsoft Word also placed comma. That means Microsoft Word is adding the hyphens automatically on my columns because I gave it the selected columns to add hyphens. Next to that, we have some settings about the paragraph. Let's see how. I'm going to select a paragraph. Here in this paragraph, for example, I want to adjust it with respect to other text. I want it to be at the margin of 1 inch from the left. Okay, so in the left I will write 1. You can also change it by clicking increase or decrease. From the right, I need it to be 1 inch also. So it is inside the page and it is at the 1 inch margin from the left and at the 1 inch margin from the right. Similarly, I want this paragraph to be away from the before paragraph and after paragraph. For that purpose, I'll go here before and I will choose the space. For example, 42 points. And for after, I'll choose the space, same space. Now you can see that it is farther from above paragraph and farther from the below paragraph also. This is the paragraph setting in paragraph tab of layout menu. The last tab is arrange. This arrange is discussed with insert picture already, so I'm not going to discuss it now. So we have only two main tabs here, page setup and the paragraph. These are used to set up the page or paragraph.